This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, every season is fun at the unique Eckley Miners Village, but there's something special about the Christmas season. We'll preview this weekend's big event next. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI, your place for 24 hours of your community news and information. I'm Ken Karen. I got that information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker, and here it is. The holiday shopping season is in full swing and one mall in our area is full to capacity. Shoppers can enjoy gift buying at more new stores at the Laurel Mall. Today, FYI was there as the ribbon was officially cut for 3 new businesses. They are It Only Looks Expensive, a brand new T-Mobile store, and a new clothing store called No Question.
The fact is that the jewelry does look very expensive, but it's not because it's set in sterling silver, so that's an advantage.
Where's your stock coming from? You said you were purchasing things from antique shops or here and there. I mean,
everywhere. I had a shop in London, and most of my dealings are there in the UK, and I can pass on the savings to the customer here. And they are unique. My jewelry is very unique.
2, 3.
It's a nice store. It's a beautiful store. We put a lot of hard work into getting it up here. You know, I've come a long way. I moved up here from Reading to take over this store, so you know, it's definitely a good thing.
It's holiday season. People start coming in, I'm sure now already. What's going to be a big thing? What is going to be popular? What should people be interested in this holiday season?
Well, I mean, T-Mobile for one. Absolutely. T-Mobile's up and coming. You know, we're competing with the best. Free phones, free lines, no contracts. You know, we do a lot of things that, you know, we're on carrier.
3.
Where did the name come from? Where'd you come up with that?
Yeah, so we just from Scranton. We have the store. It's the first store is Scranton, and then second store is Hazleton.
Why'd you pick Hazleton? Why did you want to come to the Laurel Mall?
This one is a lot of the people here, so I just come in here.
And why should people come in the store? What do you offer? What are you selling?
We sell is man and woman clothing and accessory.
Seems very hip clothing too. It's
yeah, this one all clothing that I just bring is come from. It's a New York, all New York style.
Lots of clapping at the Laurel Mall today. To find out more about the new mall merchants and the holiday shopping hours for the Laurel Mall, be sure to check out the Laurel Mall's Facebook page and their website, thelaurelmall.org. You're invited to kick off the Christmas season at the 2016 Luzerne County Tree Lighting Ceremony. Come join local singer and songwriter Stephen Perillo, who will be singing to help start the Christmas season with old and new Christmas songs. The 2016 Luzerne County Tree Lighting Ceremony will take place this Friday at 5:30 p.m. in the courthouse. Bring your family and friends and join in the season's first lighting of the large evergreen in the rotunda. You are also invited to bring along a new unwrapped toy for the Toys for Tots campaign, which runs until December 9th. Collection boxes can be found in the Human Services Building, 911, Penn Place Domestic Relations, the Courthouse Annex, and of course the courthouse in Wilkes-Barre. The upcoming Christmas holiday will be the focus on one popular event in our area this weekend. Lisa Sugart has all the details on what is sure to be a beautiful Christmas in Eckley.
It has become a very popular holiday tradition in our area, Christmas at Eckley, and it's taking place on December 3rd and 4th at the Eckley Miners Village. Here to tell us all about it today is Morgan Pierce. She is the Education and Volunteer Coordinator at Eckley, and Regina R. Drasher, who is the Eckley Players Coordinator and also planned this Christmas event. So Regina, I'm going to start with you. There's a lot happening, a lot of new things, so tell us what we can expect at Eckley at Christmas at Eckley.
Well, for one thing, a lot of music. We're going to have carolers in the street. The Sarah sisters are coming to sing. We're having an organ concert in the Episcopal Church, and that's something we haven't had for quite some time, but John Tomshaw is going to be there both days playing Christmas music. The MMI German students will be caroling in English and German, and even the Elite Dance Company is going to come out and perform on the street each day around 2 o'clock. They've supported us through Eckley Halloween for many years, and now they're coming out to support us for Christmas also.
Well, that's really nice. And you told me there's also going to be something outdoors as well.
Yes, at Chris Kindle Mart, down by the Mule Barns at the downtown section. And it's like your traditional German Chris Kindle Mart outdoor vendors. We have a lot of people interested in coming, some from a bakery, some with crafts. People are very, very excited when I talk to them about it, so I'm excited about it also.
And one other new thing that you told me is that there's sponsorships for children to come.
Yes, this is something very near and dear to my heart. It's something I've wanted for a long time. We're going to have struggling children sponsored, children that might not be able to come out to Eckley otherwise. And they will get in for free, they'll get some spending money, they will be anonymous, so they can actually enjoy the day without feeling eyes upon them. The community has been very supportive of this, even down to individuals. One of our senior citizen volunteers told me yesterday she wants to sponsor 2 children.
Oh, that's very nice. Is there a cost associated with how much it is to sponsor them?
Each sponsorship is $15.
Oh, very reasonable for that. So we hope that people out there maybe would like to sponsor as well. And that's where we turn to you, Morgan, because you need volunteers, you need donations, you need all of this to make Christmas at Eckley happen.
Yes, we're always looking for a variety of donations. We need things like wrapping paper for the Santa's Secret Shop, where children can come and shop for presents for friends and family. We're always looking for cookie donations because we sell cocoa and cookies to the public. We're also looking for people to actually donate their time to come in and help man some of the buildings, carol in the street, that sort of thing.
And what's the reaction when people come out for this? Because this is a very popular event.
Well, I think Eckley is a really good place to really wrap up the spirit of Christmas because it has that kind of old-time village feel, which brings people back to that, original kind of spirit of old-time Christmas.
And for people who are interested in coming, there is one flat admission fee this year.
Yes, it's just $7 per person, and that includes adults and children.
So this is Christmas at Eckley, happening on the weekend of December 3rd and 4th, the Saturday and Sunday from noon to 4. Again, if you would like to be a donor, you would help to sponsor a child, volunteer your time, make a donation. The number that they call or where they should go if they're interested?
It's 570-636-2070, or you can contact us with the emails on our website.
All right, very good. I hope you have a tremendous turnout. I hope a lot of people come out, and there's a lot of sponsors make it possible for children to come out as well. Please come out and get yourself in the mood for the Christmas season at Christmas at Eckley.
Thank you, Lisa. In other news, the budget battle raged on at Hazleton City Hall last night. Tempers flared after City Council made some major changes to the $9.5 million budget proposed by Mayor Jeff Gassat earlier this month. Last night, Council approved 24 amendments to the proposed spending plan. Those changes include eliminating a 20% tax increase proposed by the mayor. The mayor questioned Council's latest moves, saying they have the potential to impact the administrative and unionized employees. The mayor also worries it could create legal problems for the city, but Council disagrees and went ahead with the changes. You can read much more about last night's heated meeting in Sam Galski's article in today's Standard Speaker or at standardspeaker.com. Congressman Lou Barletta did meet with President-elect Donald Trump yesterday in Trump Tower in New York City. While the former Hazleton mayor was not appointed transportation secretary, he is being considered for labor secretary. Barletta says, quote, "We talked about secretary of labor and I'm going to consider it. I'm going to give it a day or two and really take it into serious consideration," unquote. Meanwhile, former Hazleton City Councilman John Keegan, a longtime friend and supporter of Barletta's, talked about the local congressman's role in the new administration.
I believe Lou's relationship with Donald Trump and the family is a boon to this area like we will never see. Even though he didn't get transportation secretary, he sits on powerful transportation committees. And we've had road projects that we wanted around here, and I believe that he will be able to walk in the door and be a voice for us as far as that as transportation goes. I mean, President-elect Trump has talked about the infrastructure rebuilding that he wants to do. And Lou, with his vast experience, not just as a committee person, but as a businessman in the transportation area, I think will be just magnanimous for us.
For any breaking news on this matter, go to facebook.com/SSPTV News or check out our media partner at standardspeaker.com. Coming up next on FYI, Santa's reindeer are taking a test flight to the Hazleton area. We'll let you know where next. Later, it's Dave Day, and the Standard Speaker sports editor will dish on local basketball and the Big Ten championship game, so stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, I am pleased to be joined today by Jennifer Barnasevich, who is the owner of Smith Floral Company in West Hazleton, to talk about a fabulous event that draws people from far and near, because there will be live reindeer at this event. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming in to talk about your holiday open house this Saturday. I can't believe it's already December 3rd from 11 to 3. Featuring live reindeer.
That's correct. Thank you so much for having me today. We love this event. It's so much fun. People make it an annual tradition to come and see the live reindeer and visit us at Smith Floral that day.
So there's going to be a lot of things happening. You want everybody to bring their cameras and that, of course, to take photos. But tell us about some of the other festivities happening.
Well, we'll have door prizes. You can browse through our greenhouse. We have beautiful poinsettias that we have been nurturing since July, so it just gets you into the holiday spirit. And new this year, we will be having Mrs. Smith's Christmas Workshop, where children will be able to come and make their own centerpiece with our help. And just kids are very creative, and we just want to, get them into the holiday spirit as well.
This is a very busy time for you because there is so much happening. People can come in and get great decorating ideas as well.
Absolutely. We carry garland, wreaths, items for the cemetery, items for the home, decor. So just stop in and get some good ideas.
Very good. I know it's a fun event, and I know a lot of things will be happening. So there's no fee to come in and see the reindeer or anything like that?
There's no fee for the reindeer. There is a small fee for the Christmas workshop for the children. We'll have free refreshments as well.
All right, sounds good. And again, don't forget the photos. I want to have great photos, and check out all the great plants and everything that is on sale. They can buy it there, or they can place orders too, right?
That's right. You can come in and you can take items with you, or you could place do your Christmas shopping and place your order, to be delivered closer to the holiday.
All right. How did you get Santa Claus to let those reindeer come every year? I want to know how that's a standing tradition in West Hazleton.
Well, I have special connections.
She obviously does. Well, we hope that everyone will come out. Again, that's taking place this Saturday. It's already December, folks. December 3rd from 11 to 3, live reindeer at Smith Floral Company in West Hazleton. You're not going to want to miss it.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
We saw some heavy rain in our area today, along with some warm temperatures as we close out November. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, rain and a possible thunderstorm before 2 a.m., low around 43 degrees, wind up to 15 miles per hour. New rainfall amounts between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch possible. Thursday looks mostly sunny with a high near 43 degrees and a west wind around 17 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, low of 32 degrees. Friday is partly sunny with a high in the low 40s. Friday night, mostly cloudy, will be right around freezing for the low. On Saturday, partly sunny, high only of 39. Saturday night, below freezing, mostly cloudy skies. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 38. And then Sunday night, 30% chance of snow showers after 8 p.m., low of 29 degrees. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers on FYI on this Wednesday. Pick 2, 5-3, pick 3, 074, pick 4, 9016, and pick 5, 93404. Well, former Division I college basketball coach Pat Brogan continues to battle dystonia and continues to do amazing things while trying to find a cure. We'll talk about that and more with Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
There's been a lot of interesting information in the Standard Speaker Sports section recently. Not that there's usually not, Dave. Just recently, I've noticed a lot of really good articles, a lot of them by you, Dave. And I want to welcome back Dave Stevens, sports editor from the Standard Speaker, with us today. Recently, you wrote about Pat Brogan, basketball standout from our area in high school, went on in college, and then a great college coach, Division I, Penn State, I believe, Georgia Tech, was heading along in that career when he had an accident, was on his bike, and then got diagnosed with dystonia, a neurological movement disorder. He's been living with this, Dave, but he went back to coaching. He's back to running right now. He recently ran in the Run for the Diamonds, all raising money for Cure for Dystonia, Find a Cure for Dystonia. As I said, he did Run for the Diamonds recently. You spoke with him before that or after that you did an article on Pat?
It was before that. I had an opportunity to sit down with Pat. It's always a wonderful conversation because he's so enlightening. He's so inspiring, really, to be able to conquer what he's been through over the last 10, 15 years. But he does it with a smile. He does it with positive words. And like I said, he's an inspiration for the whole area because he loves the game of basketball. He loves athletics. He loves to talk sports. And he's definitely one of the foremost minds in our area on that subject.
And it's incredible, too. Every year there's a new chapter to this. He's running a half marathon this weekend in Rehoboth Beach in Delaware. And then he has his fundraiser coming up Saturday, December 17th. Find a Cure for Dystonia fundraiser. That will be at Smoke Rings Bar in Hazleton. Dave, you've also been busy with winter sports previews running now through this next Friday, actually. Countdown to tip-off in the Standard Speaker. And Dave, you covered MMI, boys basketball team. Coach Flanagan has, I don't know if he has any returning starters, but a few senior members of a class and a very tall freshman coming in for the MMI Preppers.
Yeah, the Preppers are going to bank on those seniors for their leadership. Kyle Williams is the one that has the most experience. He's played now for a few years under Joe Flanagan, and he knows what Coach Flanagan's program is all about. Coach Flanagan always likes to mix his older people with younger people. This year, like you said, no exception. He has a center this year, unheard of at MMI, really a 6'6", 6'7" kid in Phil Byrell, who has a lot of potential, but again, he's never been in the game. The spotlight's never been on him. It's going to be a little bit on him this year.
Dave, there was a great cartoon I saw online today. It was Brutus the Buckeye sitting there with the Wolverine in an airport on a bench, and they were just sitting there and they're saying, how did this happen? And they're waving goodbye to the Nittany Lion and the Wisconsin Badger as they get ready to go to the Big Ten championship game. So it happened. So we got the Big Ten West champions, Wisconsin, taking on the Big Ten East champions, Penn State. And Dave, this is going to be a tall task for Penn State. You mentioned it. This Wisconsin's defense is very, very good and could be a threat to the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, they've definitely made their mark this year. I think they're ranked third nationally defensively. They've been strong against every team they've played against this year, including Michigan, Ohio State, LSU, three of the top teams on their schedule. They just physically abuse people. Their front seven are fantastic, and I believe they have 21 interceptions as a team coming into the Big Ten championship game, which ranks them among the top 5 in the nation too. So it's a strong defense from front to back, and Penn State's got to be ready to move the ball both. They need a balance on offense to successfully navigate that defense.
Dave, I've noticed on defense for Penn State specifically, I want to say, even against Rutgers, I guess a little bit, but really against Indiana and Michigan State, when they haven't gotten pressure on the quarterback, a lot of passes are being completed downfield. Now, the secondary's been good for Penn State this season, but it seems like they need to get pressure on the quarterback.
It seems like they dial that up more in the second half. It seems like the first half, it's like, okay, not let the team go down the field, but let's see what the opponent has. And then if we see we can dial up pressure, Brett Pry, the new defensive coordinator, is going to do that because, like you said, when they get pressure on the quarterback, they're awfully tough to beat. They have a nice rotation of defensive linemen. They've talked about the depth. That's one area where they're definitely deep is on the defensive line. And who can discount the return of Jason Kambidna and Brandon Bell midseason? Since they came back this year, the defense has really stepped up. And like you said, the secondary is playing well. It's playing well on all levels right now. But now Wisconsin poses a different kind of test.
I think it's up to Trace McSorley at quarterback, Dave, to be. I mentioned X Factor several times, but I think that's it this weekend. Trace really has to make the right decision. Should I hand off? Should I keep the ball? Should I pass downfield? He did a great job of that to Mike Gesicki this past weekend, and not to throw those interceptions. That's my key for Penn State. Can they do it, Dave? Do you think the Nittany Lions will walk away Big Ten champions?
I think they can do it, but my fear as a Penn State fan is that Wisconsin really plays keep away. Michigan State showed in the first half that time-consuming drives is something that could keep Penn State off balance. I think it's imperative for Penn State to get a lead early so they could play from ahead with a lead. This way their offense, they could use all elements of their offense, both Saquon Barkley, if he's in there, the other running backs, Jasicki and the wideouts, and Trace McSorley. But if Wisconsin gets the lead too, that's when they tend to play keep away. That I think they lead the country in time of possession too, 40 minutes a game too. You're not going to get the ball off them. You have to force them into passing situations. I think first down's a very key down. If they can keep Wisconsin minimal yardage on and make them pass on second down, I think that's where Penn State can have an advantage.
Dave, one last thing I want to bring up. I thought it was very interesting. You did a little flashback Friday with Ron Marchetti recently in the Standard Speaker talking about a Hazleton High School basketball team. First one to win a Wyoming Valley Conference championship. That was a great column by Ron Marchetti. Make sure you check that out too online at standardspeaker.com. You made it to the middle of the work week. Reward yourself at Bottlenecks. It's their featured steak entree night with plenty of amazing steak options.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, be having a pierogi and halushki sale Friday, December 2nd from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2179. And one more quick announcement, St. Michael's Church, 300 West Oak Street in Shenandoah, be selling homemade breads including poppy, nut, apricot, and poppy with raisin for $13 each. The deadline to order is Wednesday, December 6th, and pickup is Saturday, December 17th at noon. For info or to order, 570-462-0809. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Betty S. Brenner, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral is Friday at 11 a.m. from the Firo Funeral Home. John W. Oliver of Drums. Mass is Friday at 10 a.m. at the St. John Bosco Church. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Kathleen Mimas, formerly of Drums. Funeral service under the direction of the Boyle Funeral Home will be held at the convenience of the family. Herbert Mealing Jr. of Upper Lehigh. Services are Friday at 1 p.m. in the Presbyterian Church in Freeland. Friends may call Friday from noon to 1 p.m. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Daisy Deschamps, formerly of West Hazleton. Friends may call Saturday from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Dawn G. Boyer of Black Creek Township. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. Daniel H. Bosch of West Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at 11 a.m. from the Mayo Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Edward Boran of Drums. Funeral is Friday at 11 a.m. from the Rosenstock Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. and Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. And Leanne Baker of Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Steve Urbancic of Drums. Steve, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
You can make a monetary donation right now to the Divine Providence Homeless Shelter in Hazleton right on our website. Go to ssptv.com and you can click to donate right there. That's it for today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.